I've never drawn a paycheck from any other business in my whole life. I started here in 6th grade. This is all I've ever known.
It's beautiful out here. We're driving through the mountains to Seeley Lake in Missoula County. It's a small town, about 1,600 people. And we're going to Pyramid Mountain Lumber. That is the biggest employer in this town. And it's been a family-owned and operated timber business for 75 years, 4 generations.
My grandfather, who started the mill here in 1948, my father in the middle, and he's still currently active in the business. And then my oldest brother, Steve, who's our sales manager. So it's the 3 generations of the Johnson family in that photo. And then different crews, you know, the office crew, the loading crew, sawmill, planer. Yeah, it's emotional. Yeah, it'll be, you know, to make the announcement to the crew was probably the toughest thing. I got friends, family, you know, generations, good friends that work here, and have to tell them we're going to shut the doors. But yeah, there used to be 7 or 8 mills right in Missoula County.
And after you guys close, there'll be
no more sawmills in Missoula County. We're a random width, random length sawmill, so we cut all width, all lengths.
You got 2x4s.
2x4 through 2x12, 1x4 through 1x12, and from anywhere from 6 to 16 feet.
Let's take a look. Where are we going? Going over here?
We're heading in the sawmill. So every piece of lumber out there is scanned. If this computer can find a better solution based upon the characteristics of that board that'll yield a higher value product, it'll send it back into the mill. Now, the one thing about our mill, through 75 years of operation, we've grown from this to this. The more real estate you're covering, the more people it takes. This is all finished product.
It's all finished.
Yeah.
It's dried. It's everything. It's ready to
Yeah,
go.
everything we're looking at here is all finished product, ready to be loaded on trucks.
Main reason you're shutting down that cost structure, the main reason is labor.
Yep. In order to be a commodity, you know, we can't command more for our price. You've got to produce more lumber than you were before to help drive that cost down. And for us to be able to produce more, we need more bodies.
Why can't you find people who want to work here?
Well, our cost for an average house in this town is higher than it is in Missoula, which is the 2nd largest city, which is 50 miles away.
I also see all over the store this sign, hiring.
Yeah, we've got them all over. I'm the lowest staff that I've ever been in this store in the almost 22 years that I've been here. We're running on a skeleton crew right now, coming into the busiest season of the year.
What's going on? Why?
Lack of housing, no affordable housing here anyway. Rentals have diminished since COVID hit and everybody came up here, bought every rental darn near that was available and turned them into vacation rentals or moved up here themselves.
The locals are being priced out of buying a house, starting a family, working here or some of the other places around town because they can't afford to live in this place anymore.
Exactly.
I tell people we're centered on Montana arts and crafts. The biggest challenge for us, and you'll probably hear this wherever you go, is there's no labor force here. There could be a low-income housing built, but the people in the town cannot come to an agreement with Missoula County, and this has been going on for years and years.
Contrary to what some folks might think in terms of why a mill would be closing in the western United States, it really has nothing to do with the environmental wars of years gone by in the past, and everything to do with lack of infrastructure that is the groundwork for housing. So for instance, in Seeley Lake, What they really need is a centralized sewer system, wastewater facilities that would allow for new housing to be constructed.
There hasn't been a apartment, duplex, or fourplex built in this town in over 30 years. So there's no, when you're talking about entry-level housing for more blue-collar workers, they're just not, it's not available.
We are kind of seeing the fruits of decisions in the past come to bear today, come to fruition.
Because it feels like the people don't want to vote for a sewer system because it would be very expensive.
The concern was in the past both because of the cost, but also the concern, would this infrastructure change the character of the community? But therein lies the irony, is that the lack of the infrastructure is the big reason why Pyramid Mountain Lumber cannot find the housing for their employees and the employees to keep it going, and hence change is upon us.
No sewer system, no available affordable housing for working people.
That's exactly right.
So this town needs a sewer system.
The town needs a sewer system, or needs some lightening up of regulations from Missoula County.
But hasn't the town voted against the sewer system in the past?
They did, when they had things set up, they did vote against it.
Because you got to pay more for a sewer system.
You got to pay more, the hookup was expensive, the monthly cost was expensive, and the immediate people it was going to affect was going to be the lowest income people. That's where it was going to start, because it was going to start with the most highly populated portion of the town.
If you're a school teacher and a sheriff, they can't afford this town, so the guy moving in to work an entry-level job in ours, he can't afford it either.
So it's a town that's really going to belong to wealthier people. What's it going to mean for the community, for Sealy Lake?
Oh, it'll impact. Our average payroll, our payroll just here to our employees is over $6 million a year. So, you take that out of this economy. It'll change the fabric of the town, there's no doubt.